Welcome back to another edition of Vikings Film Room, brought to you by the Vikings Entertainment Network. I'm your host, Pete Bercich. Now there's gold in them there hills, playoff gold, and the Minnesota Vikings are getting set to head back out to the West Coast to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Now, this 49er team's on a bit of a roll themselves. Their offense has their legs underneath them. Let's do a deep dive and find out what Garoppolo and Deebo Samuel and the rest of this group has in store for our Viking defense. One of the things you're going to know and what I want to point out about this San Francisco offense is how the run and the pass looks exactly the same. And it's these two key positions, the linebackers, that have to be able to diagnose correctly and react very quickly. You'll see counter power. You're going to see motion. This is a perfect example of how they like to run the football. You'll see Jeff Wilson Jr., running back. They love to pull guards, pull the fullback, and kick out and block down. So you'll see use check, double team on the outside. Now, they kind of messed this up a little bit. You got two guys blocking one. No one's able to get the support guy, but this crease, this is what they're looking for. Block down on the front, block everybody in, kick out, and now you got your crease up the middle for a pretty efficient run. If they blocked it better, this could have been even a bigger play. Okay, so we saw what the running game looks like. But watch how the passing game looks exactly the same. And it looks exactly the same for these guys up front and these linebackers right here. So they want the defense to think it's a run, but they're going to get something else completely. Again, use check, the guard, both pulling, trying to kick out on the outside, play fake, but look what it does. It opens up all these areas. You've got the tight end here, Kittle. You've got the running back outside, a little better throw. You would have caught it on the run. But that's how they create space in the passing game. Okay, similar type formation, except you have two receivers over here on this side. You have a wide receiver in the backfield, but watch George Kittle. So again, on the front, it's gonna look almost exactly the same. You got use check in motion, guard pulls. This time, he pulls this thing back, but look what it is. It's the open space back here. You get Kittle open on the hash marks, throw, catch, move the chains. The run and the pass look exactly the same. Similar type of formation. Again, two back slot, but the formation is flipped. But notice who's in the backfield, little Deebo Samuel. They put him back there to get some juice. You're gonna see use check come across, guard pulls. They're gonna kick out on the outside and give Deebo Samuel just a little bit of a lane. That's what he has though. That's why he's at running back. He has the explosion, can make things happen down the field. Now, in the deeper passing game, you're gonna see a different type of play action, more of a zone style up front. But you're going to see a passing concept that we've seen many times here. That is one receiver deep down the field and another one behind him. And Brandon Aiyuk is their favorite target. Big body, runs well after the catch. Reduced formation, that makes it easier, gives him more time. But you'll see right here, as a receiver runs up the field, the corner sees this. Okay, so this corner is playing this beautifully. They're trying to clear this zone out and open this up for Aiyuk to come underneath. This corner sees it, plays it really well, but when he gets there, Aiyuk is such a big body, he just bounces off him, turns and runs, and adds about 15 yards to this play. So Aiyuk is dangerous after the catch. Now, I love the end zone view because this gives you a bird's eye view of what these linebackers see. And again, it all looks the same. And you have to know, like Denny Green used to say, when you play the West Coast offense, read your key and believe what you see. And in this case, you're going to see what Jacksonville does. When they get this split motion, you've got the fullback coming outside and the tight end coming across. This action pulls out all of these defenders. And what ends up happening is it opens up a huge lane for the running back to cut back. I mean, look, there's nobody anywhere near him. You cannot miss your keys and leave your primary key, or else they're going to be able to run the football like this and do so efficiently. Another thing that you're going to see is a lot of motion. In this case, they motion, I think, 60% of the time at the snap, but they're doing that to confuse these guys, the linebackers, the coverage people. They can't tell, is it pass, is it run? Motioning the slot, again, that split type of flow. Fullback, running back, opens things up in the middle, right to Deebo Samuel. He throws this ball on the money. Deebo's able to catch that and run upfield. Just a great job of executing this play action offense. Now, one of the reasons for their 2 victories in a row is getting this guy back, George Kittle. And he's a better blocker than you think. This is something that this team does so well. And you're going to watch Kittle. He'll take and step down and chuck that defensive end allows a tackle to reach him, but he's not done. He gets to the second level, gets the linebacker, pushes him past the play, and leaves a big lane for the running back. George Kittle is a sneaky good blocker in this scheme. And finally, we know about Deebo Samuel and what he can do in the yards after the catch, but they've been using him at running back for this reason. But you notice, wide receiver in the backfield, running back, always motion the running back out of it. That way they get all these guys here to say, oh my God, what's going on over here? Down block, turn and kick out, get the angles. They always want the angles up front. So our defense has to be gap sound. And in this case, the defensive end, he doesn't quite know where he wants to be and leaves that defender on the island. But Deebo Samuel, a little stiff arm there in the linebacker, the explosion. That would have been a 5-yard gain, but he takes it in for the touchdown. So overall, a very well orchestrated offense and run very efficiently by Jimmy Garoppolo. These guys are known for their 10-minute, 20-play drives. Defensively, we have to limit yards after catch. You got to get them in third and long. You got to make this a drop-back type passing team, and the Vikings will come away with a little bit of that California gold.